Wow. Wow. What a bloody crap. Portable. Why won't the universe cut us a break type day? You know, I'm sure we all have them, but we're having too many, quite frankly. Welcome to Replay viewers. Those of you who are on our other social medias watching this, we are on HAPS, HAPPS.TV, of course, backslash or slash or whatever it is, at the @ symbol, and Car Hunger, CARR.
HUNGER.
Yeah, I actually got him in frame. That's cool.
Face goes here.
Face goes here. The anxiety right now. Woo-wee! So we're heading off to the locker predominantly to pick up pirate outfits because today we were supposed to do some TikToks, and now we're going to have another day of Gap. And pretty crazy stuff. So I wanted to get on and say hi to people. Hello, Brenda. Oh, and I don't have my glasses.
Well, they're in the bag too, right?
I can more or less see. Hello, Brenda. We are. Well, Martin is driving. We are not. Martin is. You can't do that, honey. You gotta drive. Stop. Yeah, relax.
Now that I am rolling, I have to have one.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't need to.
No. Okay. But you know, if we were on Canada's Worst Driver, you know, he'd disagree, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Always be prepared.
Oh, and the new thing is not 10 and 2, right? It's 3 and 9, but this doesn't do 3 and 9 because then you're on the bars.
Do we even know if there are rules anymore? Are there even rules anymore?
There are no rules anymore.
No rules. That's it.
Blame COVID. It's Mad Max rules.
Oh yeah.
We'll change our wardrobes and everything now.
Martin and I were actually joking about changing our if we're not able to do our renewal vows in a fantasy type manner, that we would do a Mad Max. You know, it's 2021. We can do a Mad Max Gasoline Wars. That's right. We can do a Mad Max renewal vows. What are we going to fight for then?
The iPad's right in the mirror.
Oh. What are you going to fight for?
Thunderdome, of course.
Well, no.
Or Skydome.
Skydome. Beyond the Skydome.
Beyond
Skydome instead of Beyond Thunderdome. Perry, I see. We're coming. Where are we going to meet Perry? As you see, he says he's waiting. We've got his little Tweety vial, and thank you for the laughs. I need it. Hi, everyone. The world was already going crazy. It's just more publicly obvious than it was. You know, it was my kind of crazy. For the longest time, it was my kind of crazy. And I'm sorry, I got to put it up here. Are you okay with this here?
Yeah, good. It's right behind me.
I mean, it was crazy that I got. It was crazy that I understood. It was crazy that was real. And now it's just crazy. What the hell? Why are we all mad? Because it looks like Martin and I may be moving again. Yep, that's right. That's right. See, it was worth saying twice. The world's already going crazy. Mill Creek. Okay, cool. Thank you. Hello. So yeah. We spent a good chunk of today reminding the superintendent of the things he said the landlord of the things he said when we first moved in there, and realizing that this funky little place is not so funky after all. It's still a great building, and it's an old building, and the guy in front of me doesn't know how to use his brakes, but no way, yeah.
Coincidence. The guy in front of me doesn't know how to use
What have I missed? My life. So, let's see. The one neighbor, he won't tell us which one, so it's one of three. The one neighbor got upset because we were running the cutter on air with you guys past 9 o'clock. It is a work-live building. It is a commercial lease, which means we get charged taxes and everything on top of our rent. Unlike a residential lease, you don't get charged taxes and everything over rent. So that was one. Then she was also upset because you guys could barely even hear the damn cutter, but apparently she could. And then she was upset because we were speaking too loudly, which is why we're doing the broadcast from the car on our way to the storage locker, which is something we were supposed to do at 10 o'clock this morning. because she's upset that we're too loud. Whereas the woman on the other side of us, and I can see why we're in between the two, whereas the woman on the other side of us is super loud because she's half deaf. So when she talks on her phone, she has it on speakerphone so loud, half the building can hear her. So, yeah. Why did we live there? A, we didn't think it was going to be like this. It's not like we knew our neighbors before we moved in. B, it's a commercial lease, so the thought was we can do these things when we have to. It's live work space. There is no reason for them to be upset, but I guess because they were there before me or something. And they didn't care about a credit score, whereas a lot of people in Toronto do. We're kind of hoping because of COVID, we'll find more landlords that don't at the moment, because people are moving out of the city to get away from the COVID thing. So, well, if there's extra rental taxes, it means we can write it off easier. Like we can always write off a percentage of our residential rent, but we can write off almost the whole thing on a commercial rent. But we also have to justify an income. We can't justify an income if we're constantly being blocked by a little neighbor lady there. Yeah, it gets better. On Saturday night, Martin and I had wine. Okay? I was in the tub. We had a candle going. Need I say more? I'm not going to. And the cat knocked over the wine. We frantically jumped on it with an old towel. We sopped it up. But apparently, the downstairs neighbor claims, and this is what started today's debate, the downstairs neighbor claims that all of the wine from the bottle leaked through the floorboards and destroyed her stuff. Landlord's not going to tell her to mind her own business. He doesn't care. She was there before us, and that's that.
He's openly said to us if we have any problems with noise from the neighbors that we can contact him too about them. But
I'm like, no, it's a building. It's work live. It's a building. Everyone's doing their thing. There's one unit down the way that keeps renting out to rock videos to be shot. I mean, I really don't care. Just don't interrupt with my recordings, right?
So we're gonna pull in and park next to
Giving hugs, that doesn't mean I care like Facebook. I'm not sure.
We're gonna pull in and park next to
Yeah, unless Perry wants to come into the locker.
Oh,
does he want to come
inside?
inside?
Come into the locker.
Hey Perry, you want to come in?
He'll be on foot.
He can drive his car in. Why not?
Yeah.
Hey Perry, you want to come in?
We're right here. Come follow.
Come follow. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I don't know how it's. I'm sure we discovered that because the old floorboards and everything, when they converted the place, they never put a membrane or anything underneath it, so that the old floorboards underneath can show. Like, I mean, if you're going to turn an old late 1800s building, factory into a multiple unit place, put a membrane and then stick more wood underneath so that it's sealed between units, because everyone's going to have a different lifestyle and a different this and a different that. There he is. Thank you for the high five award. Boom. We're going to go in the locker and continue talking to you because I want to, and
So,
it's going to get cold in the car.
Not in their bubble, we got to mask up.
Yeah, we have to mask up because Perry's not in our bubble. Hang on a sec, guys. You'll get the rest of the story now. Or soon. I love my mask. It's nice and warm when it's chilly out. Woo-hoo.
Keep talking.
Keep talking. Keep talking. We're never going to get an echo, you know that, right?
Keep talking.
Apparently I like...
Show me.
Oh. Hang on a sec, guys.
Martin, good job. Good job, buddy. Was it one arm?
Yeah, just the one.
Aww.
Because two would have made it too heavy on the other side.
She's going to love it. Here goes the drug deal. Thank
you so much, honey. Thank you so much.
You guys have to buy these things, okay, guys? Support these beautiful people, all right? Support these beautiful people.
We have a guest on our broadcast that didn't have to sign in.
That's right.
Didn't have to get invited.
That's right.
That's right. Thank you so much, Perry. So you heading back or you hanging out?
I don't know. Let's stay here for a few minutes.
Okay, so we're gonna go inside. You gonna come in? So park yourself against the fence or the building. Against the building. I'll meet you inside.
Okay, great.
Hey, Jeff. So we're gonna go in so I can finish the story. Do you want to wait for him because it needs to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I want my captain's chair if I'm gonna sit around. I know. I guess so. It's gonna make me work for my own captain's chair. No. Which one is it again? 1059. Yes, we made. It's the sugar piles that you see on the broadcast the other night. Hopefully, the signal stays clear. Oh my God.
Unburied.
Maybe I can't sit on my captain's chair. Oh, that's too much. Look at this guy's disaster. I mean, this is one of two lockers. This is where a lot of our expenses are going. This is where all of our expenses are going. And this is one of two lockers. It's horrible. All right, I guess I'm not going to. Underneath there's my pirate captain's chair. I was kind of hoping to sit on my pirate captain's chair. But I'm not going to be able to. So I'm just going to hunker down. Actually, why don't you pull up the ladder for me? And you guys can go dig out pirate parts in
the other locker.
In the other locker. Oh, and we left so much behind.
That's it. And hopefully we can
All right.
reduce to one locker.
That would be nice to have a place that's big enough to produce one locker.
So how you bylaw officers?
Are you going to pay the $1,500 per person fine? All right, there we go. Now I can do it. I know it's. Yeah, this has been very frustrating.
You're still on.
Okay. Yep, I'm still alive. So let's see. The wine, yeah. She claims, like we sopped it up. She claims that the whole thing poured into her place and destroyed that things that we're going to pay for, and that was the argument today. And the landlord kept going on about, you have insurance, right? You're going to cover it. And I'm like, first of all, I don't believe her. I mean, that's ridiculous. Even with the floor having spaces in between, there's no way the whole bottle went down. And if it did, that's really bad. It really should be the building's responsibility, quite frankly. You're going to turn a large, end of the 1800s, turn of the century factory into little units, little apartments. You kind of should expect that people will do things like spill things or mop their floors so that was it. And then she claims that there's constantly water coming through. Constantly. Honey, again. So he argued with me today that if I wasn't going to pay for her stuff, then I should put a membrane on the floor because we're obviously sloppy people and are destroying this woman's life. Sorry? What? No. So we are going to see if we can get like a free advice from a lawyer or something to just basically say, no, we're going to get out of there first chance we get. But we were just settling too. I was just so happy. But no, if this place is not up to code, I don't care. Because it says it's a commercial lease, so it does say that you have to have insurance for your stuff. So if you have to have insurance for your stuff, why is she? He's like, oh, did you get insurance? And I said, listen, when we asked you, you said it really wasn't necessary, and most people in the building don't. In other words, she didn't insure her stuff either. And he's like, oh, no, I didn't say that. And I'm like, dude, pull your own lobby cams. The day we signed the lease was in the lobby, right there, and you said, don't worry. I completely agree. I mean, it's just, yeah, captain's chair. My Star Trek my My pirate chair, my pirate captain's chair is buried underneath. There are some things I just would not leave behind, especially since the original chair came off the Stargate set and we made it piratey. Piratey. The whole thing of wine went down aside from what was sopped up and what was already in your glasses. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So in other words, it probably dripped on like a bed sheet or something like that. And instead of cleaning it up or cashing it on her own insurance, she chose to yell at us. Now, Martin and I have been having some very stressful times, the whole COVID thing and the money, and we're worried and we're panicky. And the other side of us keeps going on about noise. The other side of us even freaking banged on the wall while Martin and I were having sex. Water damage. I'm not even gonna bother, Jeff. He when he talks to me, he's like, no, you signed a commercial lease and this is the way it is. Blah 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 blah. Okay, but no. And then I said, listen, that was Martin's part of our agreement in our place. I have X number of responsibilities. He has X number of responsibilities. Insurance for the car, insurance for any kind of insurance is up to him. So talk to him. So Martin talks to him. And he's like, oh, but I really like you guys. Can't you just be careful and put a membrane down underneath the tub? And it's a freaking iron cast, solid weight claw tub. The tub is as old as the building. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to pick it up and just stick something under there that you guys should have done when. I mean, the pipes go from unit to unit. You can hear everything in the neighboring units. I mean, just there's no extra soundproofing in the walls. There's the wall that creates the end of the unit to the walkway to the hallway. You can see light coming through. It's not even sealed. None of these units are sealed. Yeah, slow and a bit choppy. I see the awesome. Everything should be his responsibility. The building is just freaking hell. I hear the superintendent fighting all the time. The superintendent, get this. His pay for being a super for this building, his pay, and I gave him our lizard because the cat kept chasing after him. I regret that now. We should have just found a way to keep the lizard safe. His pay for keeping an eye on the building is free rent. Okay? If we ask him for help for anything or to fix anything that's outside the bare necessity for a commercial building, he charges you $45 an hour. And he's high about 60% of the time, if not more so. So he charges us all that money to my pirate hat on top of my. That's not going to work.
You wore too many hats. I don't want to kick you.
My poor boots have to be cleaned, and those are $900 boots,
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so
There we go.
that's everything, and then
Now I feel better.
Are at the studio.
Are they?
Yeah.
And my braids and everything are in the.
Let me check the bag.
Hey guys, if we can get a third person tomorrow to help us out with the TikTok videos, we can do like a broadcast. Then don't. No, you're looking at the ceiling. There we go. Put face there. My friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's always so loose without the bandana.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
Yeah, I see the bandana and everything.
Hey Jeff.
I don't see any,
Still in one piece.
I don't see any braids. Or the braids in the.
Where are my braids?
Makeup there, isn't it?
Oh, I hope my braids are somewhere safe. Because that's kind of a charity signature.
Jewelry.
It's almost time to try to replace feathers. I have to find a source for these, a new source. The problem with using purple as my primary color is they sun fade to orange after a while. You can see the orange starting to show.
The last used when we did the
on the gold on the band.
COVID videos, right?
Yeah.
So they must be it.
I hope they're somewhere safe.
I can go right back to the storage to the costume walk-up and see if they're in the wig.
Okay.
bin.
That's
So yeah, if we can find a third person to come do the TikToks with us, we'll do
I'll be right back.
a broadcast and a TikTok. Why not? Why not? All right.
All right.
I can't read the comments
Fine.
from there. Ah. Can you contact the building owner? The building owner is the one that gave us the ultimatum today, that we stop being so messy and stop being bad neighbors and be respectful. People are in and out of that place way too often. I can tell why. I mean, I was so happy, for a little while there over Christmas when there was barely anyone in the building. But unfortunately, the three around us are, our live work as well. Thank you. That's one of two hats. That's the felt one. It's part beaver, and what's felt normally made out of? I think it's cotton. And then my other hat is leather. The leather one started years ago, but this one, we saved up all the money, and we're finally getting Martin one. But Baldwin is a custom hat maker out of Portland, out of Oregon, just outside of Portland. And he normally made his reputation doing cowboy hats. And it took me 3 years to save up for this one. And I put it on the festival budget, and I got one made for the Cobbs character. And I got one made for the John Rackham character. I let Ed keep his Cobbs hat because, well, he is Cobbs. He will always be Cobbs. And I still have the John Rackham, but they're custom fitted. So to get another actor to play that character, which I'm hoping to find one day, I will have to stretch the hat accordingly. I will have to modify the hat accordingly, which takes some patience. It can be done, but it takes some patience. But these run about, geez, 400 to 600 each, US. And then I did some promo for him, so he bumped them down to 300 each for those three. And he's only charging me $350 for Martin's new hat when it comes. Again, he'll ask for pictures and promos and stuff like that. So, but Martin's going to get a tricorn instead of a fencing hat. You tough girls can put their beaver on their head. Yes. Hello, John. Mr. Red Eyes in the house. Hello. I love you, honey. I miss you. I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah, we do need to move ASAP, but now the struggle becomes trying to move without interfering with the fact that we are finally getting our business back up and going again. I mean, some of you have sponsored us. Thank you. We're still waiting until we get to that 40 sponsorship before we can offer discounts. And Perry took advantage of the other night and got a sugar vial custom made for his wife.
Mhm.
He's such a good husband. You gotta put your face here.
Put the face here.
There you go. Yeah, no, get out of the way because I'm not wearing a mask. But yeah, this will make move number 7 or 8, honey. 7
since we got back, so
year and a half, almost 2.
almost 2 years.
So suffice it to say, Martin and I are stressed out again. The fact that she was
supposed to be 2 moves every 7 years, not 7 moves
every 2 years. Yeah.
I mean, we were averaging one place every 4 years until we found that place in Burnaby, and we were there for 16 years.
Well, we made this place ours, and we thought we'll be here for 2 years and love the neighborhood, and the rent is not good for the size of space, but it's, it is what it is. We are in downtown Toronto. Things are accessible. So we didn't think anything about it. We did not think anything about it. And we settled in and we made this tiny place work. And yeah, it's not going to happen. We're going to have to. We're hoping because of COVID, if we can survive another month, like just do February and then move in March. But we're seeing 2 places already tomorrow. We're hoping because of COVID, we can negotiate with people. A lot of these places have been empty for months now because people are moving out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
COVID is really high in Toronto. One of the places we're looking at, this is how desperate we are. One of the places we're looking at is out in Etobicoke. And for those of you who don't know Toronto, the surrounding area, that's an hour and a half to get back into town. which means it's going to be harder to get the work. So all this online stuff is going to be so vital. I really don't want this though, because I'm a very social beast and COVID is already killing me in that way. So I'm not going to blame the government. I'm not going to get angry. Martin's got to get his brain in gear. He's used to being a child. I'm used to struggling, but that doesn't mean I should struggle my whole life. I want to do my art. I need to do my acting. I don't care if it's freaking TikTok, Instagram, here. I don't give a damn. Hey, Jeff, you want to practice safe distancing and join us tomorrow as we do some pirate TikTok videos? Oh, my chest is tight all the time. I'm a wreck. I can't even broadcast with you guys because they hear us. This is why we're at the locker. We're supposed to be at the locker at 10 a.m. But we've been struggling with them all day. And poor Martin, if he's ever in the mood to talk publicly about it, he's going through a lot of emotional kind of reboots back to childhood thing. And I've gotten rid of most of my female friends because they do the whole, well, when men get to a certain age, they're just like children. No, I don't care. I didn't have them. I'm not going to have one in my husband. He has to figure it out.
I do.
And that's why I got rid of Pat Voss there. Voss.
Oh my God, Pat Voss. Yeah. No, that was an excruciating broadcast.
Do you want to lean over and
no, that was an excruciating broadcast.
You can take your mask off just as long as we don't look at Perry. We can't look at Perry.
We can't breathe in his direction.
We can't breathe in Perry's direction.
And no moist talking, right?
Hi, Brian.
But that broadcast where they were talking about meeting women's needs and all this sort of stuff, and meeting women's needs, meeting men's needs, and how
he started the subject.
Yeah, he totally started the subject, and we got on, and I was trying to get on as an actual guest speaker, but he wouldn't invite me to the broadcast, so kept telling us how our relationship actually was, not listening to what we said it was.
I'll put money on that. Then put
moist.
money on
I
that.
said moist.
Yes, he said moist.
Moist.
But no, when I got home, you were sitting on the couch. Are you okay?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
You were sitting on the couch, like wringing your hands and just staring at things. And I swear you were going to start throwing everything around.
Oh, I was so incensed by that.
I mean, your temper is not a healthy thing right now.
Yeah.
And we understand why you're having a bit of an adjustment disorder thing. However, shit. Oh, no swearing on the cast. Shite. I mean, so we don't have the same. But do you feel that pressure to constantly be something you're not? I don't understand why. They obviously love us being who we are.
Yeah. Safe distance meetup tomorrow is good. Text me time and location. Awesome.
Yes, Jeff. Thank you.
Jeff. I know we're seeing a couple of places later on in the day, but our earlier part of the day is good.
We want to do some sea shanty stuff.
Because apparently that's trending now.
I wish we had a guitarist. And then hopefully by the weekend, I wouldn't mind doing something else as well. Like just have an archive of some videos so that we don't have to keep running out and doing one at a time. And we don't have to do anything in our place because they're just going to keep complaining. It's ridiculous. It's work live. But yeah, you struggle. I've seen you struggle with it. You want to be a man and you want to be like everyone else because you don't want to be singled out. But I don't need that. I definitely don't need it now. So then you're what I need, and then someone says something stupid, and then why can't people just let us be who we are, love us? If they want something from us, give us some money. What's the problem?
That's what we're here for. That's what we do. Hopefully you're incensed with sandalwood or something pleasant. Sandalwood's good. It's on the endangered plant species list, but
so we use very little.
Vetiver is another good one.
Yeah. Who was this? Pat
Voss. He's a HAPS broadcaster. He's apparently a journalist. Claims he's a reporter and a journalist. But a lot of really, like, we've heard a lot of people complaining about his broadcasts. He's very opinionated, very derogatory in his attitudes.
What happened? May I?
Sure. Yeah.
May I? because
Sure.
I have such pain in my chest. I have to get it all out. I have to get. People are like, calm down, your chest hurts, and I'm sitting there going, no, rant,
Really?
my chest hurts. I'm sitting in a freaking storage locker because I can't do this at home.
Not that we've been kicked out yet. This is our storage
No,
locker. This is where
this
our,
is
our
yeah.
other stuff.
We're not live. There's
We're
no
not
room in
living in
here.
the
There's
storage
no
locker.
room in here to live.
We can tuck ourselves up there somewhere on the shelf.
No.
Here.
No.
You need your therapy.
No. Oh, my
You
Ewok.
need your therapy.
Okay.
Ewok.
So what happened? No, this wasn't the first one. The first one was the bunny rabbit.
Was the bunny.
First one was the bunny rabbit.
Where is he?
The first.
This is the first plushie that I
The
ever
first
bought
plushie
Christina.
she ever. This lady. It's too bad she gave up, but she couldn't charge what she wanted to charge. But it's all
I think I
hand.
just railroaded your rant, but
Yeah.
I know it's still in there. So
But the poor wool he's gotten dusty. He wasn't this. I don't know how to clean this kind of wool, but it's all hand flocked wool.
Vince, it's not him again. This was the one we're talking about that happened a couple of weeks ago.
Here, distract
Just a
me.
couple of weeks ago.
Don't distract me.
No, you don't want
But
to hold your
no.
Ewok?
No, I can't hold my Ewok right now. Ranta girl, thank you. Yeah. Not him again. We're just getting other people caught up. Everyone around us seems to. But the whole story is, and a short version, unfortunately, because it won't be here forever. The whole story is I got on his broadcast because he titled it, "Why Are Women Never Satisfied?" So I got on his broadcast and I started typing. I was trying to get ready to get out, so I wasn't going to stop and talk. And he seemed to pick particular people to come on his broadcast anyway. So I just didn't want to bother. So I typed out. And what triggered him was when I said, now look, I can't remember his buddy's name. His buddy said, if I want my woman to wear a G-string and she loves me, she will do it. And I said, G-strings are the most freaking uncomfortable thing. And I think any woman who's going to wear a G-string to make him satisfied, if she's not satisfied in that moment, then he needs to go because he doesn't really love her. He's just after only physical attraction. If she ever got sick, he would abandon her in a second. Now, if he offers something in return that's uncomfortable for him, that she wants, then by all means, she should wear the G-string.
Butt floss. Yeah, exactly.
And then it just kept going on and on and on about how I'm lying. It's bull crap. No man would be with a woman who says things like that because I'm so shallow that I would get rid of him if he insists on. No, we tried. Like, I mean, there were times in our 20s and our early 30s where we tried a lot of things that we're never talking about on air.
Exactly.
Including a G-string.
Because,
we're not that kind of broadcast. So, so when Martin walked in the door, I was curled up in ball, just so frustrated, screaming at the screen. I was supposed to be out the door like 20 minutes before that. So he says, look, I'll take over. It's a shared profile. I'll go back and read what you said. Go. So I headed out. Then I come back and he shows me the portion that I missed.
Yes, John, the maple syrup again.
Yes, John. Now.
But we don't do it very openly. We do it surreptitiously. Anyway.
Forget the stuffed animals. That was a better derail. That was a better derail. That was a much better.
Your happy place.
So you make it damn hard to continue. You know that? Oh, now I remember why I keep you around. Anyway. But yeah, and I saw all this, and he was like, look, let me get on so I can give the other side. No, because you know that she's watching and you're lying to us that she's there, blah, 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 blah. And you're always going to say what she wants to hear because you guys have been married so long. You're bored with each other. You're drawn out. You're this, you're that. Come on. No wonder you've got problems. Of course, she's not going to wear a G-string in her 50s. You know, I know some women who started wearing G-strings in their 50s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not sure why. Could be because they're single and divorced.
Could be.
Gee, maybe being married, I don't need that kind of discomfort.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You actually make a little bit of an effort.
Why, thank you.
So they start going on about how I'm demasculating him and it's a lie, you know, he's just gonna, and then the other guy kept going on about, I'll put money on it, you're lying. And Martin's like typing away, let me on.
Invite me in, you know?
Look at my eyes, look at my face, you'll be able to tell if I'm lying. And what they called you, boring, tedious,
Oh yeah.
an old man,
All kinds of things like that. Yeah.
scared of me.
Oh yeah. Like,
I mean,
what's to be scared of?
sorry, what?
Oh crap! I'm gonna die. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
It's not a matter of scared. It's a matter of respectfully cautious.
Well, you know, I had the surgery. The hormones are leveling out. Neither one of
That's
us
true.
knows. I don't even know how to respond to me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Until everything completely gets to that point where my body and mind and everything is going to be okay,
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect you to know. I expect you to know what we agreed on. I do not expect you to always be on top of me when I'm. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
We're not that kind of broadcast.
I outgrew my 2-2. Had to upgrade to a 3-3. Yes, but if you do it musically, you can do it in 4/4 time.
I know Christina's about to go up. Yeah. Yeah. John, I never got to see you in a tutu. Gotta put your pirate hat up on.
Are you pondering what I'm
I
pondering?
know. No, I gotta do that one.
Right.
Because you do a better pinky than I do. Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
I think so, Brain, but this time you get to wear the tutu.
Yes. Come on, say my
No.
favorite one. Say my favorite one. Say my favorite.
Hold on. Where are we going to get rubber pants at this hour?
That's like back to my high school years, and that's enough on that. Is not your thing, Christina. Both of you are amazing to me, and you guys will never disrespect you at all. Thank you, Vince.
Thank you, Vince.
There's my favorite Torontonians.
Torontonians? No, Torontonians.
I'll forgive him.
Okay, yeah.
I'll forgive him with complete respect to our Vancouverite friends.
That's true.
It never sounded right. It just never, yeah. It just never sounded right. Especially since it's a guy's last name the city's named after. Yeah. You know, Toronto's a native word. And that's cool.
Okay, but how do we put the burlap pants on the monkey? Where are these lines from?
Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah, it's a Warner Brothers cartoon, Animaniacs. One of the subsets of characters, Pinky in the Brain. There are a couple of lab rats or lab mice.
But this is ridiculous. I can't even freaking broadcast now in our own home at anything past like 6, 7 o'clock. Which means to bring you the maker broadcast that we promised, we have to do it in the middle of the afternoon. And I don't know who's around at that time. Most of you are around in the evenings. But they want us gone. You know, I guess because we had some adult fights. And there was one big fight where Martin broke some things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But shoot, she's banging on the wall if we have sex. I mean, give me a break. They're complaining if I'm projecting too loud on a broadcast. I mean, just the other night we were whispering so they couldn't hear.
I'm trying to talk under her breath. It just doesn't. It's not natural. It didn't feel right.
And those industrial rads.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the rads in the building. 5 o'clock in the morning, you go clang, 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 clang.
They've got them set on sensors so they're never too hot and never completely off.
Mm-hmm.
So the sensor says, okay, the temperature outside has dropped. So that's when they come on. It doesn't matter what time it is, that's when they come on.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of when they modified the building, instead of giving each rad a feed, because on the third floor, of course, we've got the heat from the first and the second floor when the damn things come on. So it takes nothing for us to be sweating like mad.
It's really warm at that end of the unit.
I know.
Downstairs, yeah.
Cats don't seem to mind, but our stuff,
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's going to start drying out materials and then destroying paints.
Yeah.
What they should have done if they were going to put walls in between to make units is taken the time to lead the rads down so that each rad has its own valve. It actually would not have taken that much. But they didn't. The whole damn thing is on one system and it decides when to come on and off. Radiators.
Rads.
I'm unemployed. I'd watch. Oh, good.
Middle of the day? All right.
Tiny Toon, yes, Vince. Oh, we're watching the new Animaniacs.
Animaniacs. Yeah.
Animaniacs.
Pinky in the Brain we're from Animaniacs.
You were talking about the doctor?
Really?
Oh, the fact that I'm better now and no one's letting me better.
That's right, yeah.
Brain.
Pinky in the Brain.
Your stars. I do have digestive issues.
Sorry, backtracking on some of these multiple comments that come through.
That is very childish. Very, very much so. The place was just so slapped together. They're making a fortune. The best way to get rid of moles in the yard is to put ground glass in their holes. I always wondered how you got them to hold still.
It's like
we used to put mothballs in their holes.
How we got the moths to hold still, I don't know either.
The landlords are two brothers, and they are in their 90s, and they do come across as sweet. And when I snap back at them, they definitely back down. But in order to have this building be the way it is, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And when your superintendent's getting paid by getting rent free, and if you want something outside what the landlords gave him approval for, which is like next to nothing, then you got to do it yourself or pay him. What was it, 45 an hour, 35?
$45 an hour.
It was 45 an hour, $45 an hour. And of course, he's usually high most of the time. So the neighbor needs a white noise machine. The neighbor needs a life. Just subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, Luke.
Luke McSee.
What overlit places are you in? We're in a storage locker, so we can do this. We're in our storage locker because we spent all day, instead of making TikTok videos and being creative and getting things up online, we spent most of today fighting with neighbors, superintendent, and landlord. Rat heaters are rat heaters. What is a rat heater?
Well, set them up in 0 degrees. Yeah, they're the entire floor.
The entire building.
Probably, yeah.
The entire building is on one system. I should have their own little cubicles. That's right. Give them little treadmills to run the electricity. No, stomach issues aren't fun. I've had them my whole life. You held their little legs apart with tweezers.
Wow. The moths, because the tweezers. Yeah.
I see. These need to be replaced with new ones. Well, the thing is, this building's going to get torn down, really.
At some point, yeah.
No one's going to rescue this building.
There's no heritage plaque on the building. There's not even a cornerstone.
There's a corner store somewhere.
The cornerstone is in there somewhere. Yeah.
It's buried under some temporary fix on something. Neighbor needs a lot.
Yeah.
Including getting the pickle out of her. Anyway, but I digress.
But you said but. Player in a cool looking spaceship set. That's right.
That's right.
This could easily be used for a spaceship set.
Hello, Windsor. Neighbor needs to get sexually creative as in get out of the house, get lucky, come back and move on. I hear people too. We have to move out of their way, we will. I think so. That kind of hit.
Are they coming this way? Oh, you want through? You take the other hole? Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, Scott, a lot of people are just not handling this well at all. The hug emoji reaction, I have learned, means appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You have a laser cutter machine thing, make your own plaque. Yeah, that won't be recognized.
Started as a
cucumber.
Then it got pickled.
Since the demolishing it, what will they build over the? I have no idea.
No idea.
But it's a
there's no official plan yet, but
it's a late changes, it's a late 1800s building. It's a factory. It's history. And they're treating it like it's a piece of crap. They think they think they're saints because they're keeping it from being torn down. And when Martin and I first, I think I need some water. When Martin and I first moved in there, we thought the same thing. Yay! Thank you. We're supporting this building not getting torn down. Sorry.
I guess I'm gonna go too.
You gonna go? You gonna head out?
I guess so.
Do you want to show them the vial in better light?
I already did actually, and it's in my car.
Oh, it's in here. Okay.
Oh.
Because when Martin gave it to me, when you gave it to me, I showed it.
Yeah, but this is better light. All right, it's okay.
He can show it off on his next.
It's fine.
That's true.
That's right.
Yeah. We can do like a split screen, right?
So I'm not going to look at you, and I'm going to elbow bump you. Elbow bump. I know I want to hug you, but I can't.
Right. And I'll be right back with some more.
Virtual hug. Bye.
Thank you, Perry. Well, it does, and in a way they are. Like, I mean, when the market in Toronto basically shot up, everyone panicked. They got this place in 1997, and it was a really lame conversion. And I'm sure in 1997, a bunch of people didn't give a damn because they thought the world was ending in 2000 anyway. But it's just like nothing's happened. The building falls apart. Everything's a slap job. They finally patched up scratches on the walls in the hallway and painted over it, but that's it. It's not a national landmark because they, you see, wash your elbows. Actually, I think I almost bought myself in the face by doing that. In Toronto, because of the age of the city, in order to get your building classified under the Historical Protection Act, you must make certain repairs based on the original building. In the case of this building, they would have to fix all the stairs coming in because a lot of them are chipped. They would have to repair any brick that is crumbled. They would have to fill walls with appropriate colored brick, which means they have to get the brick color match. They'd have to get all the paint off the brick. The floors are fortunately still the specification to the original historical building. They would have to put membrane between the floor of one unit and the ceiling of the next one, and then put more wood in there so the look is maintained, but each unit is self-contained. So if you spill something, it doesn't go into the other person's unit, which is how today started. The cost, like, I mean, Martin and I even said, the lights in the hallway are on all night. The electrical bill is huge because of this. They keep going on about how they pay, we pay the rent we pay, and to pay partially for that electrical bill. Martin's like, what, $100 worth of sensors?
Yeah, a bunch of motion sensors and, one on each bank. I mean, the storage locker has it. All these fluorescents in the storage locker in the hallway, they've all got motion sensors. When there's no one in the halls, they turn off. Like every third one is on, or every fourth one, just to keep enough light. And as soon as you walk down the hallway, they click, click, click. They all come on, right?
Facebook user, I don't know who you are.
Tell us who you are, or go over to our Car Hunger Facebook
it is
fan page and log in from there.
I mean, there's a ton they can do. There's this little patio thing where everyone kind of donated stuff. And it's a disaster. Nothing's flat. Nothing's, it's just
crappy old garden furniture in there that's falling apart. Slightest amount of rain, it's flooded up to your ankles. You can't even walk out there. And cigarette butts everywhere because nobody puts their cigarette butts in the ashtrays.
The large roll door.
Yeah, it's
never locks properly.
No.
Anyone could get in.
Oh, it's Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Torn down, especially if it's speaking of white noise.
Yeah. We're going to try to get our artistic spirit up. We really thought, because there's a lot of people in there that are photographers. Like the real cool artistic people aren't the ones living there. And that we discovered pretty fast. Mm-hmm. Like the 3D modeling guys, those guys are cool.
It's a business, yeah. They go home.
They go home. The delivery, the unautonomic delivery, Jeffrey.
Oh yeah, the autonomous delivery drones.
They go home. The documentary guy across the way, he goes home. Yep. Most of the photographers go home. Yeah, we're sure.
Yeah, we're Canadian.
Thank you, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. Winos. No, just the pandemic has made them worse. I'm sure they weren't great, but when we first moved in there, we were already in the pandemic, and it was a little difficult. But it's like everyone was giving each other at least a little leeway, mm-hmm. And then it's just all this crap, It's hard for us to sit side by side when I'm on the bottom step of the ladder.
And again, any chairs are buried a little farther back in the locker.
But as you saw, with people coming in and out, we can't sit over by the door.
Yeah, get some of their cards before. Yeah. Well, they haven't moved out. No, it's just they don't live there, right? They only work there.
Yep. So what's the deal? You have to go to your store site if you want to argue or make sweet love. The washroom's big.
That's true. What, to go over and
make sweet love.
Ooh.
I know it's not the most romantic thing, but people do it in an airplane.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, come on.
Bus washrooms.
Yeah, like, I mean, those are smaller. Yeah, like Martin said, they don't live there. We're going to leave our card on the bulletin board, and hopefully the landlord doesn't remove it. Your night will be better for you. Focus on what's important, your website and everything else. But this is it, Vince. Like, I mean, we're so drained by what's been going through life. We're so drained. I know we all hate the lockdowns, but they're necessary. That's too news. We've been trying not to watch the news. In Canada, at least Ontario, they make sure that our phones make loud noises every time they make a legal decision as to what they're doing with COVID. And we get a massive text message that we cannot ignore because it is a very loud, annoying sound. Even if your phone's on mute, it doesn't care. It will let you know. The number, oh my God. One time driving, because usually it's used for like kids being kidnapped and stuff like that. So now it's being used for all the COVID stuff. And the one time it went off and I was in the car, Martin had his phone, I had my phone, I was driving, and then my friend in the back seat had her phone, and we had the radio on. All 4 devices went off at the same time in the car. I almost ran us off the road.
It was just excruciating. Oh, the whole fruity as a
Christmas,
nutcake, nutty
sweet
as a
love
fruitcake thing. I think John's comment, fruity as a nutcake, comes from Star Trek, doesn't it? From Search for Spock. Or no, was it not Search for Spock? Or actually, no, it was.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Sweet love
Phones in the
means.
microwave. Just don't turn on the microwave.
No, Don, you're not allowed to get rid of the moose title until after we send you moose horns.
That's right.
Moose antlers and little ears. Phones in the microwave.
Just don't turn it on.
Then I can't use it.
It must come in at about like 80 to 100 decibels.
Jesus, it is like.
They stole it much older than Shrek. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sealing blades?
Sealing blades?
What's sealing blades? I don't know either. Don't believe the lockdowns are necessary. I think they're causing more problems and trouble than they're worth, but I respect your opinions. With everything that's been happening to us in the last few years, I've become kind of placid. You know, kind of, what do you want me to do? Can we get this over with? You know, what do you need me to do? Can we get this over with? I would happily use Haps or any social media or anything where I can see a face at some point for a while and just get my art done, you know, just but shoot, I want my renewal of vows in June, and if everyone doesn't behave, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to argue with the government unless I'm running for government. Seriously, I feel if people are going to get that angry over something, run for government. Get yourself in a position of power and actually do something with that anger. But all of us running around, it's worse than the damn virus, how angry we all get. But now that I've lost a couple people who I personally know to COVID,
it's very real.
Like sealing wax? Yeah, we're all trying to understand the sealing blades. If you were in a different headspace, you'd really be interested in helping me roll a large metal globe onto the front of a chain coffee bar location in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Either way.
That'd be fun.
This sounds intriguing.
It does
Tell
sound
us
intriguing.
more.
Dawn.
Metal
Devil.
globe into the front of a chain, like a wrecking ball into a.
Into a Starbucks?
Last 3 here. It's no joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, without a doubt, you guys truly are one of my favorite people. It's fun for me to come on your broadcast and continue to keep it. Oh.
Thank you.
Trying to, honey. It's.
Banish the darkness to make room for the light.
It's not an easy thing, and we've gone through so much in the past few years, and it all started with the collapse of the festival, and I have never felt so broke. And I don't mean money. Money's a huge thing about it. We did lose everything, but just broke emotionally, broke creatively, broke.
Spent.
Yeah. And I'm spent. Cone of silence. No, I need a cone of good people.
Mhm.
I need a cone of gigs. I need a cone of home. I need a cone of life. My kind of life. You know? A cone of freedom. A cone of orders. Do I keep going?
Mm.
Never doubted that. I just think that the lockdowns aren't as helpful as people may think. Yeah, it has a lot to do with how it's treated too. And each town and city is gonna have a different attitude as well. So that doesn't help. Getting stuck, so my carcass will be in hospital place with a damn bug. Term I use is emotionally tired. Yeah, I get you. Hey, Jennifer. Emotionally exhausted. Yeah. A gaggle of geeks. Oh, a gaggle of geeks. See, Martin and I had great plans today. We were going to do a whole bunch of sea shanty videos for TikTok and get our numbers back up because we haven't been consistent. And then I'm trying to learn the new Instagram algorithms and then be on here with another work broadcast. But suffice it to say, that didn't happen. Apparently, she didn't like the response I gave to the superintendent when he approached us and claimed that we completely poured red wine all over her stuff as if we did it on purpose and that we really should stop doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that the whole bottle wasn't gone.
No.
I mean, half of it was already drank.
Mm-hmm. It was maybe a half a glass worth.
What the hell is she talking about? Cone of bagpipes. I need an ice cream cone. Oh, Jennifer, you're making me hungry. Sounds epic, yeah.
Gaggle of geeks. It's a parade entrance I want to be in. Jane hats for everyone.
Ooh, yeah.
We aim to misbehave.
But no, it's just like we need to get our social presence back up, and it's like every time we gain ground, something happens. We need those sponsors. We need those awards. We need orders. We need that store to be up. We need the productions to start asking for quotes, but we need a space to build.
Mm-hmm. Where we can build comfortably and not have to worry about, oh, we're making too much noise because it's after 8 p.m. or something.
We already lost the shop our stuff was in. It was a huge shop. We already had to get rid of a bunch of stuff because it all wouldn't fit in here. It's too much. It's just too much. I mean, I'm flattered when people think I can do anything. I've discovered the hard way that no, I can't. Thank you, Dawn.
Yay. Neglected to tell you the floors are made of cheesecloth. You know, virtually, yeah. Yeah, because there's a layer of hardwood floor, then there's a subfloor, which is probably on an angle, and then there's the ceiling planks.
I don't know if you're out of
as
shot
well.
or not. There we go.
I don't watch the news either.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so much. Like a healthcare worker one time told us that one of the best anti-stress mechanisms is that little off button on the television.
Mm-hmm. And you see, I'm thinking about this wine. Like, forget pictures. There's no way. I mean, all she has to do is take wine and throw it on the stuff that she couldn't sell. And she's an artist. Why doesn't she make it an art?
I don't know. Yeah.
Bite his own nails.
Really?
Build stuff, make noise, stuff to make sweet love, broadcast on HAPS, building something.
Yes, building something.
So much trash out there. Well, and this is
Yeah.
it. I'm not sure. I mean, there is a part of me that wants to just agree and just say, yeah, trash. But unfortunately, the way I'm designed, there's this horrible part of me that really goes against the big city kid. That screams out, no one's trash. They just don't handle their lives well.
Mm-hmm.
And how can you chastise someone for not handling their life well? Well, get out of their way. And that does mean I usually wind up on the short end of the stick. But you know, it didn't bother me before because there was always something else around the next corner, and it suited me. And now it's just like I feel like there's never anything around the next corner. I don't mean to depress anyone, but that's where I am right now.
Or trash news-wise. No, that too, yeah. I put a glass in that spot and hope, yes. This wine is great.
Well,
it has a nice oaky flavor and
see, I
city
even
flavor.
I even have a hard time with the Newswise. My father was a reporter, and he lost a 45-year career because people weren't buying his style of reporting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the audience isn't buying, and you want to stay a professional or a career, it's still a business, and that's really hard. It's still a business. I'm glad to.
Mm-hmm. At least 120-year-old oak. I mean, those are the original industrial floors. There's so many marks on them from machinery, heavy machinery, you know, which is a cool part of the building. But again, there's no ceiling or membrane or anything between the layers.
We are going to have to hand over a report.
Yep.
We're being charged a full commercial lease. And the building is not designed for multiple units.
Basically, this building shouldn't exist in its current state, in its current configuration. 23 years ago, they got a chance to do this and turn it into little LiveWork studios because the laws were so different.
Back then, yeah.
Back then, when we last lived in Toronto, there were hundreds of buildings like this that were all old factories converted into LiveWork space, and you know, it was great. But now there's so many restrictions that there's so few buildings like this now. Although LiveWork lofts have been turned into, you know, specialized high-end luxury condos, basically.
But it's all, you know, they seal up the floors. They,
yeah,
you know, they put the membranes in. They put the soundproofing in. They put. I don't want to.
Individual heating for each unit, you know, things like that.
I don't want to put in a report because I'm worried about the building, but there's a lot of old buildings still in Toronto. Yeah. And this is wrong. We're human beings. Who knows? Maybe they will have to sell it off and maybe someone will do something with it. Maybe the tenants that are left there will actually fight for it. Or maybe you saw the other building just a block down is the same age.
And the one on King?
Yeah, and they've removed everyone from it. They've all gone to other buildings.
They vacated the building and they're gutting it. They're renovating it completely.
And they waited for everyone to find a place to go, and they supported them finding a place to go, and they talked to other realtors and stuff. They didn't leave their people high and dry.
No.
And they're completely bringing the building up to code, but still maintaining its historical status.
Yeah.
Just these two never got historical status for the building.
No. And their code requirements for residential. Residential, yes. This sort of falls in that gray area outside because it is a commercial lease and it's technically not supposed to be a residential building. There are clauses in the lease that stipulate these things, but the landlords are willing to turn a blind eye and let people live there, and as long as people are willing to turn a blind eye and not rat the landlords out,
well, he came on me really hard, and then when you talked to him, he was all nice and sweet.
All nice and sweet, you know.
That's sexist.
Oh, we like you guys. You know, we don't want to see this go badly or end badly.
Then tell her to screw off, and her insurance should cover her stuff. Yeah. She probably doesn't have insurance either.
Probably. People are living in motorhomes. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a few. We've had one person who keeps trying to encourage us to do a motorhome, but we can't do our jobs. My foot's asleep because the edge of this step is cutting off blood circulation.
It's not a very wide step, is it? Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, do we want to change our location then?
Well, I have to at least try to stand up.
Oh,
this is not going to be the best view.
This will be fun.
This is not going to be the best view. Martin, I don't think you've eaten enough today. Your breath smells funny. That or the stress.
I can't get that hand. What's asleep?
What's asleep?
Okay, it's not working. There we go. Okay. Now I get a great view of the hats. Hats on hats.
That really hurts.
You know when you get up and your muscles and your phones and muscles and everything are are just not working right. Here we go. Okay. Ba-ba. There we are. Hey, Perry. Does that mean you're back home? That was pretty quick.
Ow. Ow.
So, what say you?
What say me? I'm not moving till
Not
my
moving
left
till
foot
left.
wakes up.
You mean this foot?
And don't touch it. You're dead if you touch it.
This is so not a spaceship chair. No. My church have been giving them meals. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, boy. Foot. I like how he's keeping it on me.
Well,
Is it really that entertaining?
Need a butt massage?
Do you think we're going to get... Yes. Do you think we're going to get more money if you keep showing me suffering? This is not the way to do it, honey.
Tell her tough Twinkies, if everyone's living there under the radar, they should be tolerant of the inconveniences like wine coming out of the ceiling. Yeah, really. It's like Ghostbusters. The walls of the 53rd precinct are bleeding. The ceiling is bleeding wine. It's a religious thing, you know? Maybe not, yeah.
I'm going to cry now.
Breathe it out. Just breathe it out. I'd say walk it out, but I don't think you're ready to yet.
I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to hurt
asking
you.
Christina. Sorry, second thought.
Okay.
You know, I would give her a butt massage right here, but
we're not that kind of broadcast.
Is that what you're aiming for, Don?
Happy, Don? Happy?
You guys are very entertaining. Thank you, Lorena.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
That is what we're trying to do. Yeah.
This is our life. Now, if we can make the rest of life work the way our broadcasts work,
that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
That would be awesome.
That would be, yeah.
That would be awesome.
We'll make it work.
Oh my God. I don't care about the stupid lockdowns. Get the schedule in order. Be accomplishing things. No more crap energy. Oh, another move. That's going to be expensive.
Get it worked out, Christina. The washroom is available down the hall after your broadcast.
See, I think the hardest thing for me right now is the fact that when Martin's parents passed away and we got their inheritance, we had beautiful plans for it. Beautiful plans. We were finally going to have a little freedom. When COVID let up, we were going to have a holiday. We were going to actually go to conventions and not worry about having to be guests, just do a couple panels. You know, they can give us our entry and we'll pay for our hotel room, help the conventions recuperate, help them survive. And now all that money is being spent on another freaking move and repairs and replacing things we should never have had to replace. And
so this place sounds like a real fire trap. There's no fire barrier between levels. It would go up like a cardboard box. Yeah,
it would, and the sprinklers won't stop it. There's sprinklers in every unit.
Yeah,
there's no way it would stop it.
That's a non sequitur comment, Jason. What's the red icon? What platform is Jason viewing us from? Come on over to HAPS. HAPPS.tv. Come
Jason,
find us.
Where are you? Yeah, because the blue is
it's Facebook. And the bird is Twitter when the bird shows up, like Twitter or Periscope.
What's the red?
YouTube?
Oh, YouTube.
YouTube's got a red logo, right? Red icon.
I think we're connected to YouTube now.
We should be.
It disconnected because there was audio on one of them.
Oh,
one of the ones that I was on that I shared. I can't remember what was someone else's.
The background music was playing.
And
right?
yeah, and because of that audio, they didn't let us sign back in for a while.
Give them the bird. Yeah, really. Have you heard?
I think that's the hardest thing about this is because it works like an OBS and because it feeds down to other platforms. I don't think we can block if they're on other platforms. We have to get off of here, block them on that platform, and then come back. Which is kind of frustrating, but real.
So far, it's just a non-sequitur comment. It's.
Here's my phone.
I don't know. Is your phone?
Is it in the car? So we're broadcasting off.
We're connected to it. The night of the cat, but I remember that. Yeah. I don't know.
Would you take the hats into the car and
Sure.
the boots
Here.
to the car
And see if your phone's
and
in
bring
the car.
me my phone?
Yeah, 'cause it's not under the hats.
Because then we can get on YouTube and say, okay, because we can do it from there.
So we're sure your phone is not in your
You want to
pockets,
quote me?
your pouch, your belt's in there. Well, that phone doesn't fit in that belt, does it?
But that could be why he's been blinking and having a hard time. Doesn't fit in the pouch. Should be in the pocket. So this right now is connected to my phone, which is out in the
Probably while we're getting a
car.
better signal. We've got just enough to get the connection to the hotspot.
Twitter is turned red
And the
lately.
phone. And the phone is getting its signal outside
Yeah.
the building.
So I am going to walk in that direction anyway. Because there really isn't that many people here today. You was saying last night that you do have to block on those other platforms. You can't do it from apps. So no, you can't because it works like an OBS. It feeds down to the other platforms. I should get in the cart and let Martin push me around. I should get in the cart and let Martin push me around. Okay, someone's coming with their cart. I'm gonna tuck myself. Well, I'll be damned.
Pretty good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's a good phone.
Probably saved the signal too, because now the phone's in here. It's gonna.
Thanks. Thanks.
Well, what do you
Why
think?
don't
Where
you
should
do
we?
this?
Are you gonna try the?
So you guys say red is Twitter?
Twitter's blue and usually shows up as the red.
Apparently, it's may have been, but yeah, red is YouTube is a red symbol.
Yeah.
Grocer apparently go. You should ride the cart. You want to push me around? So if I go here, no, it is on YouTube.
Is it?
Yep,
There
there
it
he is.
There he is.
Put user on timeout. I have.
Do you want a timeout? Do you want a timeout?
Do you want timeout, Jason? Pin message, report, remove, put user in timeout,
You can't.
hide user on this channel, add moderator, and cancel. So you can't really block. You can remove.
Mhm. And there's no view profile.
No. Oh, you're on YouTube, Jason. Oh, but he's not watching anymore because I'm back down to 0 people. No one watches our
fair enough.
YouTube. Our YouTube is really so neglected.
Yeah, this is true.
I can't do that all. Well, it's because we have a history, right?
Oh, we have a history already.
Well, all our profiles go back so far, and there's so many gaps between using them.
Mm-hmm.
So it tends to cause these problems. I don't know. What do you guys think? They're kind of weird, convoluted.
It's not worth it. It's nothing really derogatory, just non sequitur. It's kind of like what Mark does during our broadcasts, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Although I am curious, Jason Mitchell. I would. Jason Mitchell. MITCHELL. I do search.
A super nanny said, "Go sit in the Nazi chair. Go sit in the Nazi chair."
It's got us in North York. We're in North York right now.
Oh, we're
Apparently.
not quite in North York.
We're in East
This
York.
is East York. We're not in North York until we get like north of Lawrence.
Watching VR. What? Apparently we can watch our broadcast in VR on YouTube. What the hell does that even mean?
I made a lot of people laugh last night when I pointed out the wisdom of bringing bananas instead of flowers to a first date.
Dawn?
Yeah. She didn't know, hey, I've had to look up to another ones. Okay, I got you to laugh. The naughty chair. Go sit in the naughty chair. Too many of them?
Yeah, and all the, but the very, it says Jason Mitchell only, but what it shows up top is
Outdoors.
Jason Mitchell outdoors.
It doesn't
And
necessarily look like,
Channel. Okay, that's better. Oh, right there. No, or right there. No, or right there.
Too many.
I don't remember what color his J is.
After that, someone mentioned something called a second date. Oh, yeah, you've heard of those?
Well, if it's this Jason Mitchell, there's a whole bunch of videos of kids going BS crazy.
Kids being kids.
If it's this one, it's all got automobiles on it. If it's this one, it's a leaky ceiling.
Okay.
So red, green, and brown.
Oh, this pink one. Or is that another red one?
Okay.
Jennifer, I have another infusion tomorrow. Oh, good
honey.
luck, good luck. Speedy recovery and, complete and total
His is
annihilation of that.
blue. Go get him. It's blue.
It's blue.
His is blue.
It's blue.
His is blue.
Find the blue one.
I'm looking.
There's a blue one.
It's blue.
Big dog Apollo goes sledding. Huh?
6 years ago.
180 minutes worth of infusion. Oh, wow.
Oh, there's 2 more of those.
No idea.
Okay, that looks like the possibility someone would say stupid things like that.
Could be, yeah.
Sigh. You poor frustrated people.
Mm-hmm. Phil. No. Oh my. Don't warn me, I could have hit the mute button.
Well, I am proud of it.
Oh, that's true.
I'm supposed to be proud of it, right?
Yep.
Because we're, at some point, getting you back in Klingon.
Yes. It's fucking strange whistling in my right ear. My other ear.
The air escaping.
That's right. As opposed to my front ear. Space, the final front ear. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's cameras.
Damn. I wanted to go for a cart ride. I seriously wanted to go for a cart
Giving
ride.
him a refill. That's how it's supposed to look, right?
Okay, now you're looking like a blow-up doll. But
we're not talking about
podcast.
There we go.
couldn't do
There's
that
some
one.
giggles.
We just
There's
couldn't
some
do that
giggles.
one. We
Giggles are
tried
good.
so hard we couldn't
Yep.
do that one.
Still,
So,
our locker is still unlocked. Right?
I'm hungry and you have an interesting smell in your breath and I think it's stress.
Yeah, it is. It is. Gotta get going now, guys. Prayers go out always. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you. Share, everyone. Share our videos. Share. I don't care which one you share.
Like a dollar store.
Share. Let's build. Let's build. Martin and I promise we'll get some stuff on TikTok soon. Build. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Haps. Those are the 4 top ones right now for us.
Yep.
Those 4. Share. Do duets with us on TikTok.
Do duets.
Tell us what you want. Send us a message on TikTok. Tell us what duet you want to start. We gotta get some attention. We gotta get fast. We gotta grow our bros.
Grow our bros?
Grow our bros.
Okay.
That's what someone said the other day on TikTok, and
Oh,
I
really?
have no. I think they're just talking about friends, right?
Mhm.
Grow your friends. Although, if you don't water them often enough, they die.
Do you believe in life after? Oh, share. Share, yes. Share, not share.
Sure.
Do you believe in love? Yeah.
Well, hour and a half. Call it a short broadcast.
Yeah.
Maybe go on later on with spring.
Yeah, we can do that.
See, I wanted to invite people on
Mm-hmm.
because I want to talk. But I think out and about like this, it just isn't going to work, is it?
No, not as well.
Oh. Getting some support on it. Are you able to work on it too? I might be able to help. Well, Dawn, this is it. A few months ago, we applied for a program that the government is providing, which is to help people get online, like to put their stores online. Someone else offered to help too, but it's just everything's been so crazy busy. And the idea is they give you a web designer who, if you agree on using Shopify, they design your page for you. They use a free design unless you want to spend the money. They design the page for you. They work on you to get it up and going. And then they tell you what to do. And then they abandon you. But at least you got them for free. And as long as they're working on the page for that month, you're not paying for the Shopify fees.
Yeah.
So, but when they hand it over to you, the government says, okay, we've done our bit, and it becomes your. So I'm kind of scared of it because what I want to do is I want to do the typical portfolios and everything like that. I don't know how to incorporate that into a Shopify page. So I'm thinking of using one of my sub pages for that because we have carhunger.net, we have carhunger.ca, we have all the different car hungers, at least as many that would be most popular and taken in order to cut that guy off from pretending to be us again. So we probably can use help, but I'm trying to get them because we had to put it on pause. I mean, so much crazy happened, we put it on pause. So this is beyond Martin and I. This is
right now what we're doing is we're digging through all the old drives, looking for photos, looking for content, looking for our testimonials that we got from different clients, looking for production lists, things like that.
And there's drives
basically
that are corrupt.
content to give the guy. Yeah.
There's so many drives that are corrupt right now, and I got to write up the description. I got to put price tags on everything. It's overwhelming. It is overwhelming. I'm unsure how you can help, but anything you can think of, even as moral support and somewhere for us to cry in a direction to. Web page who they're going to apply is greater. What do they offer? Lease-wise. Check when you get to it. Yeah, at some point we're probably going to have to update it, and that we have to do on our own. So, I'm gonna fill my pie hole and hit the sack in a couple minutes. 5 a.m. comes way too early. Maybe a double shot of Kraken. It's just the same. Sounds good, honey.
Thanks for joining us. He said pie.
I want pie.
Gluten-free pie.
I want pie, but no one's open at night anymore.
No. Yeah, stores close at 8 o'clock right now with new lockdown restrictions.
I want pie.
Pie.
I'm gonna be pitiful until pie magically appears in front of me.
I don't think that's gonna work that way.
I can't keep a straight.
Somebody type 3.1415. Then she won't pout anymore.
That's not fair.
Yeah, let's see. We started a little bit. Someone said pie.
Pie hole. Well, listen, it is starting to stutter again. So we're gonna go. I don't want to go home, but I don't know what else to do. Maybe
there we go.
Why don't we go? Thank you, John. Thank you, John. I don't know. We have so much to get done, but I just don't want to deal with it.
They're distracted from the pie. Take her to the washroom.
So we're gonna head out.
Yep.
Are we gonna go for a walk?
Yeah, I think we need to.
Okay.
Okay.
So, look for us during the day now. We'll see what we can do.
Mhm.
All right, folks? Yes.
Go and eat some food, yes.
Easy eats.
Okay, at least Martin knows you don't get a ticket.
That's Montreal.
Luckily, we don't have those kind of restrictions here.
Not yet. Let's not talk about what will happen if we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah,
don't.
we can't knock on wood here. There's no wood.
curse.
Okay.
Better?
I knew she was going to go there.
All right, folks, listen. Respect yourself more than anyone else can. Everything will be fine. Seriously, I know it's really hard for me to even believe myself right now. But, yeah. Respect, self-love. Nothing happens unless you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to start it. You know? Doesn't want to deal with it either. We still have to show up.
Mm-hmm.
I know. The ground's cold. I wouldn't do that to you.
No.
I'm gonna torture you. There are better ways, you know.
I don't know.
Hey, Martin.
Right. Yeah.
Say goodnight, Martin.
Good night, Martin.
Thanks for all the support, guys. Thanks for all the support. Share. Martin and I really need to get back out there. We really need to feel good again. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, John.